If you help a man when he's down, he will shit on you when he's up. Never date a man, never help a man when he's at his lowest. Instead of feeling gratitude, he will feel resentment towards you. First of all, a broke man is a mean man who is in survival mode. Their burdens become your burdens. And if you're a nice, generous, empathetic person, they will feed off your energy, but they will view you as weak and gullible. Your big heart looks like a sweet lick to them. And as a giver, you have to know your limits because takers have no limits. The day that man finally gets on his feet and gets his ducks in a row, he will not hesitate to dog you out, dump you, and get with a female that he does not have to build with. Listen to Auntie. I'm speaking from experience. These men will destiny swap with you.
Ladies, what are the things you should not do for a man? You know that when we are in love, we want to go far and beyond to prove our love for men. I want to hear your interesting experiences in the comments. What are the things you should not do for a man when you are in love? Let me not talk too much. Let's just jump into the video and I'll be back to drop my take on it. Please subscribe.
Here are 3 things you should never do for a man, otherwise you will regret it. Number 1, never borrow a man money. A man you are in an intimate relationship with, never borrow him money. Even if you think you earn more than him, or both of you know you earn more than him, don't borrow him money. Give a man money you are willing to lose. The moment you introduce money into your relationship with a man, that relationship is headed for destruction. It is not going to last. Never ever borrow a man money. Number 2, never sign any form of documents as guarantor or to stand in for a man to borrow money or to get a job or for a contract or anything. Never stand in as a guarantor for a man. Research has shown that men are more prone to financial crimes. There is a reason for that. If you sign any document as guarantor for a man that is in fact not your husband, but a boyfriend or fiancé or baby daddy or whatever, any trouble that man gets into, you will be arrested for it. And who knows, by that time you and him, you might have broken up. He has moved on with his life, he has remarried with children, and then you'll be the one to get blamed or arrested or to go to jail for that crime. Never stand in as guarantor for any man. And lastly, do not involve business in your relationship. Never assume that okay, we are one, and since we are getting married tomorrow, let's do this business together. After all, his money is my money is his money. Are you aware that even in marriage, there is nothing like Mr. and Mrs. Nwosu? There is nothing like that. In documents, you will have Mrs. Felicia Nwosu and Mr. Femi Adebayo. So never assume the fact that if you do business with this man, it is going to be yours. Treat every business transaction legally and officially with a man, especially if he's not your husband. Even if he's your husband, you can still divorce him tomorrow. So be warned.
Here is a list of things you do not do for a man out of love. And I know some men are about to cry in my comment section, but do I care? No. The first one on my list is going to be rent. You do not pay rent for a man. Repeat after me. I will not pay rent for a man. You can loan him the money to pay the rent and let that man remember that it is a loan. Let him know it is a loan because you're not going to pay rent for a man. It's only a princess that allows a woman pay rent for him while he sits down and do what? Now, some of you all can come and say, we live in the same house together, we're husband and wife, we're equal. The only time you men remember the conversation of being equal is when it has to do with bills. Other household responsibilities, I'm sorry, you are the man. Abby? Now, the second one is going to be, do not pay school fees for a man. Are you on your period? Why am I paying your school fees? I don't understand. Why am I paying your school fees? Why am I paying your school fees? I don't know why. If you are not capable of financially taking care of yourself, I did not include a woman, taking care of yourself, you have no business being in a relationship with a woman. Take care of yourself. That's the barest minimum you can do for yourself. And if you as a lady is interested in paying that boy's school fees so bad, please, I have a charity organization. Just come and donate your funds. Number 3. Remember the first 2 ones, my personal list. You can choose to do it. But you see, this number 3 should be everybody's list. You do not fight another woman for a man. You must be a mental case. Are you mental? Why are you fighting another woman for your public toilet of a boyfriend or husband? It's like you know deep down that there is no way in hell this man is gonna stop cheating on me, or this man is gonna be all to myself, than for me to start chasing every woman he comes with away. And I know some men have manipulated you so much to the point that they make it seem like it's not their fault. It is the women who are chasing them. It is the women who are finding ways to manipulate them. And you are just getting manipulated again. Why would you go and fight another woman? Whether you are a married woman or a single girl or you are engaged to that man, you do not fight another woman for a man. And it just took light. Oh my God. I would rather count a bag of rice one by one than for me to go and fight another woman for a man. Any man who puts you in a position where you have to fight other women for him is not completely deserving. Because if a man is yours, your man, he's going to make sure that you never forget that. He's going to remind you at every given opportunity. He's not going to want you to have doubt. So you need to know your place now and stop doing unnecessary things for a man. Let us know how many of this you have done, and let us know what else you guys want me to talk about in the comment section.
One thing about me is I will never, ever, ever be in competition with another girl over a man. You can have him, take him. It's like a switch that switches. And I see a person that I like or I enjoy spending time with, that I'm in a relationship with, etc., giving attention or prioritizing another woman over me. Something in my head just switches off. I am turned off completely. I no longer have feelings. It's just something innately that happens in me. I completely take myself out of the equation and I leave. I remove my presence completely. I'm not even sure what that feeling is, but if I had to pinpoint it, it feels as if another woman can take what is mine, or another woman can, if she so chooses, take my man. And I just feel like if you ever give another woman that feeling, I am completely turned off. I feel like you're tainted in a way. You're no longer this guy that I admire anymore. I just look at you as if you are so common.
Look, let me tell y'all a secret. Y'all be doing too much for these men. They're supposed to work for your attention. They're supposed to work to get you to like them. Y'all are doing everything the opposite. The only thing you need to do as a woman to attract a man is be attractive. To attract. Work on this. Work on your looks. Work on not being crazy. Work on not telling your life story. Work on not trying to do too much. Work on not trying to be a pick-me-shit. All right? That's all y'all gotta do. Y'all be doing too much. That's why y'all can't ever hold on to something. It's like, you ever heard that theory about if you try to hold on to a bar of soap too hard, it's going to slip out your hand? That's exactly what y'all be doing to these men. Y'all be doing too much. Attract.
Alright ladies, so today, let's discuss 9 things that a woman should never do for a man. If you want to become a woman who attracts rather than chases, you need to recognize these behaviors that make men lose respect for you. Because always remember, the moment a man loses respect for you, he won't love you the same way. Okay? I'm excited for this, so let's begin. Number 1, don't become the female version of him. I've seen so many women do this, even some of them that I've dated in the past. After a few months of knowing me, suddenly my favorite movies became her favorite movies. You know, she became a soccer fan like me. She started eating the same foods that I ate. And then when the relationship ended, I saw the same girl with another guy, and now she was the biggest basketball fan because that's the sport that he liked, and also she was always watching the shows that he enjoyed. And this is part of a people-pleasing personality, okay? Some of you just become a sponge and you want to force compatibility because you think that, you know, that's the most effective way to build a wholesome relationship. And even if you get to enjoy things that he likes, don't give up on what makes you unique, because being yourself is the only way that you can be irreplaceable. Number 2, don't hide your intellect. If a man ever feels threatened by your intelligence, ladies, that's a major sign of insecurity on his part. Dumbing yourself down for a partner is a recipe for resentment, okay? Where you feel like you're settling for someone who doesn't stimulate you intellectually. And let me give you an example. Last week, I was having this coaching session with a woman, and she was around my age, mid-30s, so she asked me a question, and I gave her a simple response, like 2 or 3 sentences, but I could totally see, the hesitation in her eyes that she wanted to say something. So I asked, hey, is there anything that you want to tell me? Don't hold back. And then she went on for 3 whole minutes breaking down why she didn't agree with the advice that I gave her. And you know what? It was actually a pretty brilliant response. And the point is that she was downplaying her intellect. So I was giving her simple responses, but once that I saw her true capabilities, we started engaging in a much deeper and more meaningful way. Number 3, don't become Mom 2.0. I know that a lot of you know this one, right? Playing mother to your partner can completely drain your energy. Constantly cleaning up after him, watching over his finances, pushing him to pursue his goals. A grown man should be capable of taking care of himself. Taking on the mother role can create an unhealthy dynamic where your partner becomes overly demanding and you feel undervalued. However, let me say that this doesn't mean, ladies, that you never do anything nice for him, like cooking him dinner or doing some other household tasks, because I know that some of you take this to the extreme, right? And you refuse to do any thoughtful gestures for him, fearing that you'll be taken advantage of. It's all about finding a healthy balance, where both of you contribute and you feel appreciated. Number 4, don't put your dreams on hold. Compromise is key in any relationship, right? But there's a difference between compromise and sacrifice. You shouldn't have to completely give up on your personal goals and aspirations just to be with someone. And I see this problem a lot, especially young women. You put your personal goals on hold to support your partner's dreams, and then you even relocate to another country because he's going to get a job that only benefits him. The right man will be your biggest cheerleader, not an obstacle to your success.
3 things you should never, ever do for a man. As someone who did these things for a man and ended up really fucking hurt. Number 1, don't make excuses for or let him get away with keeping you a secret. A lot of guys do this thing where they say, I just don't like posting the girls I'm with. I like privacy. They're talking to other people. They're ashamed of you. They're keeping their options open. Something is up. Number 2, don't forget about your friends. I've been that girl before where I was so obsessed with my relationship, obsessed with him, that I kind of forgot about my friends. So then when I got my heart broken, I didn't really have anyone. And number 3, don't believe him. Hang on. There's more to it. If a man is constantly talking shit about his ex, saying all of his exes are crazy, I promise you, they're not. He's the problem.
All right there, ladies. Here's a public service announcement. These are things we should not be doing, and if we're doing them, we should no longer be doing them moving forward. Number 1, never let somebody tell you more than one time that they don't want you. One time should be enough for us to get the message. Point number 2, never be in a position where you are fighting another woman over a man. Now, if you're married, that's a different level because that's actually yours. But anybody you're dating, if they're seeing somebody else and you have a problem with the other chick, that's the problem. Because the problem we should be focusing on is the guy, because he's the one that's causing this drama. Just leave. It's not worth it. Next thing we should not be doing or no longer doing in the future, never beg anybody to promote you to another level. So if you're seeing somebody and you want to be seen exclusively, don't beg them for it. You tell them how you feel, and if they don't agree with that and decide that it's time to go because we aren't on the same page. Those are 3 things you should not be doing moving forward. Remember that. Don't beg for who you want to be. Go to somebody who actually sees you for who you are.
Things you should never do for a man. Chase him. Movies have it all wrong. Beg him. Real love doesn't need to be begged for. Change him. The one who loves you loves all of you. Negotiate with him to keep him. Wonder about his feelings for you. Cry over him. lie for him.
Don't be so nice to a man, because a man doesn't fall in love with all the things you do for him. He falls in love with the way you look, with the way you are. The problem with being the convenient girl, the easygoing one, is that there's absolutely no challenge for any man to earn your love. And if there's anything that's important to a man, is to feel that he's a winner. And the more uncomfortable it is to win your heart, the more satisfaction he will feel. Because all men want most what they cannot have easily. And if you are this amazing independent woman who's happy with her life, a woman who doesn't see herself as a victim and is not needy of a man, then a man gets curious about you. He wants to be part of your world because he feels that there's something to win for him when he's with you. And we all know by now that every man's actions are always goal-oriented. But let me tell you a little secret about men. The reason a man targets you and wants to win your heart over is not just because he loves you so much for who you are, but it's more because he loves you so much for the man he becomes when he's with you.
If there's one thing I've learned dating men, it's that doing less will always get you more. Always. I feel like a lot of women have a tendency to think like when you start liking him, you're like, oh, okay, I like him. Let me cook him dinner. Let me see if I can pick him up from work. Let me buy his meal sometimes. You start thinking if I do all of this, then he will see what a catch I am. It's having the opposite effect, I promise. Have you ever heard a man be in a relationship with a woman or he's like, I liked her because she did so much for me? Was it a healthy relationship that it looked like you want to be a part of? Did it seem like he respected her? Did it seem like he really loved her? Or did it sound like she was made? When men like you, they want to give to you. When men like you, no matter what they have, whether they rich, poor, or somewhere in between, they want to give to you because they know that that's what it's going to take to get more of her time. If I have to buy her lunch, I'm going to buy her lunch because I need some more of her time. If I have to pick her up from work, I'm going to pick her up from work. Whatever it takes to get some more of her time. If I have to get her tires fixed, then I'm fixing them tires. Whatever it takes to get more of their time. When they like you, they want to do all that stuff. But you as a woman, when you start thinking, how do I make him like me? Oh, let me go do this, that, and the third. You already lost. You already lost. Because it looks like you're auditioning to be his girlfriend. And if you are auditioning to be his girlfriend, you're never going to make it past the tryouts. I promise.
Ladies, even if you are madly in love with a man, there are things you should never do for him, no matter how deep your feelings go. See, I already know that you see a future with him. That's why you are going far and beyond. You're already dreaming of a life together. You've pictured the house, the kids, and all of the beautiful life you guys can create together. It could be that he has already proposed and you want to give him your everything. Fine. But before you give him everything, listen to this. You are not the first woman who has felt this way. Many women have made huge sacrifices for men only to be left heartbroken. Or you find these women struggling and stabbed with pains and regrets. Some of these women faced painful divorce. See, there's how you will love a man that when he's going to hit you, you will not believe that that is the man you're chest out for at one point in your life. Other women have become single mothers without support. So if you are in love right now, you just want to pause. Because protecting your future starts with setting the right boundaries today. You should be very careful of the kind of help that you give a man because that help will come back to haunt you. You don't have to be so in love that you take up roles for him when he has not asked you to. Because that is exactly what he's going to tell you when you are feeling drained and unappreciated. And you ask him, this is how far you've gone for him and you do not feel appreciated by him. Guess what he's going to tell you? He's going to tell you that he did not ask you to do it. And that you did that because you wanted to. Ladies, you need to teach these men that struggle brings character. A lot of you are enabling weak men because they know that they can lean on you. And that is why they are not going out of their way to make you happy, to please you. You are giving him your money. How do you expect him to go far and beyond to provide for you? Because he knows that you will foot the bills if he doesn't do it. That's the truth. Because that help that you are trying to give him is going to hurt you later on. You need to stop trying to prove your love to a man. Going to resent you. It's not today that women have been going far and beyond for men. And at the end, what they get is unappreciation. These women go unloved. These men even try to humble them. And worst of all, when he stands, he's going to move on with another woman that did nothing. He will go for the woman, somebody he can control. Let that man earn your love. Never prove your love to this man. You will never catch me competing with a woman that bankrolls a man. Never, because I don't do such type of thing. I know that men are very opportunistic. If you give them a little bit, they're going to come back for more. And they will so manipulate you. You will think it is love. But no, he's using you. It's better he calls me a gold digger. Because I've seen gold digging as a compliment. Gone are the days when women are being afraid or ashamed to be called lazy. It is you that will pay my bills, not the other way around. These men are really opportunistic. They start with love bombing. You see, this love bombing is a topic for another day. We're going to cover it in another video. Let me know what you think about this, guys. How far have you gone to prove your love to a man? Tell me, how did it turn out? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Vicadi. Please like this video and share with your loved ones. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you all for watching, guys. See you all tomorrow with another exciting one. Bye. Love you. Mwah.